Welcome back to Living Local. The reality TV show Big Brother is in its 21st season here on CBS. Jay Foster with Townsquare Media and 93.5 FM is a Big Brother fan and expert, and will be joining us regularly on the show to recap the tense moments and dramatic scenes each week and give us his predictions on what calamity he thinks will unfold. He is joining us in studio once again. Jay, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate the time here.
Definitely. And also, Jay and I rappelled for Big Brothers Big Sisters Over the Edge event this past week. How was that for you?
It was great, to be honest with you. Everything they did, they put together was awesome. They made you feel comfortable. And it did go quick, but it was a lot of fun. Great event. Awesome event for the Quad Cities.
Yeah, I could not agree more. Jay and I were on the rooftop together. It was great to share that experience with you, Jay. Okay, now to Big Brother. Okay, so fill us in first on the different contestants of this season. What are some faces we should know?
All right, well, like I said last week, it starts off with 16 contestants. They're down to 8 right now. Let's start off with Jackson and Holly. They're in a showmance. Do you know what a showmance is?
I'm assuming something to do with a romance.
Yep, on the radio, on the show, and they're in a romance. So Jackson and Holly. Holly is current HOH. So Jackson is a waiter in LA. Holly comes from Wyoming. She does tours on horseback and also with wine.
Wow,
so interesting.
That sounds fun, actually.
Yeah, and then you have Cliff. He's a little bit older in the house. Usually don't have the older people that stay this much longer. He's an engineer from Texas. Nicole is in the pre-K industry. She's doing pretty well. Jessica, I don't know really what she does, but her game is really, really bad, so doesn't matter. Then you have Tommy and Christy, which is interesting because they knew each other beforehand in the house.
Did they?
They did. Huh. So I don't know if it was planned by producers or not, but it kind of throws off their game. They're doing a great job of hiding it, though, I can tell you that much. And then finally, you have Nick, who's still in the house. He is a family therapist from New Jersey.
I love to hear the different backgrounds that everyone comes from. I think that really makes the whole scenario so interesting. So let's talk about what happened with Annalise. Apparently, she was blindsided?
Well, she thought she had a very strong social game, and she was up on the block last week against Christy. So she felt real confident that she was going to stay. She thought, you know, like, hey, I'm good here. And Christy kind of made some strategies and made some promises to Jackson during his HOH. She said that I'll go up as a pawn, I won't put you guys up. This happens quite a bit, and Annalise, she wasn't campaigning at the right time. She just thought her social game was that good, and in the end, by a 5-to-1 vote, she's gone.
She is gone. Annalise is out of the house. Also, tell us more about Taco Tuesday.
All right, this is going to go down probably in history as a Taco Tuesday. It's not as big as a deal, but Christy decided to blow up Nick's game, and Nick, vice versa, decided to do that. So they're yelling and screaming at each other. It kind of took the light off of Christy because she was the one that was supposed to go home. It put more on Nick, and that way she could get in good with some of the other contestants and say, hey, look at his game. He's coming after you. I'm not. I can work with you. Keep me in the house, vote out Annalise, and then together we'll go after Nick.
Whoa, there are so many strategies that are circling around. I don't know how you keep it all mapped out. Okay, for people who are not familiar with Big Brother, what is an HOH?
That is your head of household competition. That's usually every Thursday after eviction, all right? They may be endurance competitions. It could be a game of skill. It could be something to do with memory or some type of trivia. So you never really know every week what it's going to be. So sometimes they go off the air on Thursday, and they'll be on, let's just say, a platform. You know, they have to keep 2 feet on a platform that's 6 feet high in the air, and they'll go on there. They'll stay on there for 5, 6, 7 hours at a time till finally the last person standing wins HOH. And sometimes it's just as easy as a true or false competition.
Wow, so it can be testing their physicality or their brain. You just really never know there.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did Big Brother throw in a new twist during the HOH competition?
All right, so they gave these, all week long they were giving these bird calls, and the competitors are sitting there thinking about the bird calls because they think it's going to be part of the HOH. And then as soon as they go to it, they say, oh, it's going to be Prankster Week. And they switch it around, and they turn it to just a real game of skill. It was easy. It's kind of like just rolling a ball down and see how far it goes before it falls off a ledge. So from there, Holly won that HOH, and in turn they said, okay, it's Prankster Week, and guess what? America's gonna vote on who the prankster is. Holly, you only get to nominate one person, which really isn't that great for her HOH because she doesn't have control as much. So America voted on who the prankster was. Prankster got to nominate someone. So she only got to nominate one person. America's prankster got to nominate the other person.
Wow, a lot going on there.
I tell you.
So Jay, tell us, how does the veto competition work, and who won the power of veto?
Jackson won the power veto this week. This competition was more a game of skill. You had a ball that goes up on a lever, and you had 2 handles, and sometimes the ball could fall down, and you had to knock out 23 different spots to put the ball through the hole, and that was on last night.
Wonderful.
So Jackson won, and he kept the nominations the same.
Okay, and also last night's episode had the return of the Zingbot.
The Zingbot.
What's the Zingbot?
9 years now the Zingbot's been coming back. This is a favorite. They go crazy when the Zingbot comes in. They act like, oh my goodness, I can't believe Zingbot. But I mean, it comes back every year.
Sure.
And he comes in and he gives like ribs and it'll be like, zing! Some people don't really like being made fun of and they take it to heart. You know, Holly got called an old buzzard. She didn't really like that. But other stuff, Jackson got called a pretty bad name. But other than that, it's all in good fun and everyone looks forward to it. And the Zingbot, and then it also ties in with the power veto.
Definitely. All right. Well, lots going on in the house, it seems. Jay, thank you so much for the update. Any previews? Looking forward to the next episode.
Well, it is eviction tonight. And it's going to be between Christy and Nick.
Okay.
If I had to speculate, I think Nick is going home.
You think Nick is going to be packing up his bags?
I do believe so. But it's going to be interesting. They're down to 8. There's 4 girls and 4 guys. They're going to start figuring this out, and eventually I bet you it's going to turn into we need to get all the guys out of the house or we need to get all the girls out of the house. I think the alliances are going to change into genders.
All right. Well, we will see how it all unfolds. Jay, thank you so much for the recap and the preview. We appreciate it. To hear more from Jay, you can check out Don't Hassle Us. We're local. We'll also have the details about Big Brother posted on ourquadcities.com. More Living Local returns after this.